Good morning, campers. I guess it just knows me, right? I mean, so here we are, Travis, fish on, setting lines. That's always a good thing, right? And
7 colors of lead.
we're gonna have, yeah, we got a lead core going. So that's our first little talking point. So we got this rod set, but Travis has got one on is what's gonna be the middle, but he's still setting what's gonna be the inside. And we have so much line out. What we're gonna do is let him continue to set that one that he's got so that we can work around it.
Go ahead
so
and board it.
Board it up. So we got ourselves in a pickle. One of the worst times to have tangles and things is actually when you're setting up like this. So we're gonna trip this and we're just gonna kind of hold it around. There's enough tension because we're going fast enough and there's a lot of lead core in the water here. And we're gonna let that go all the way around. A lot of guys wanna jump on that fish right out of the gate. Bad deal, because now not only do we have another line rolling, but now we're not gonna have a tangle. So Andy can stay back here because we reel from back here. That's what we do. So Travis, inside board, 5 color, 7 color. Do not trip it. You can start reeling, even though this is gonna be dangerous, but we definitely don't wanna trip this. We're gonna keep as much separation as humanly possible. That's one of the reasons I really like to take these clips and make them super, super tight. And we've got some fish on. We might even have a third one on the other one. We don't even have divers on over here. And in craziness, we went a long ways and did not see a lot. We saw one little grouping here, and so we set up on them, but smelt near the bottom. Thundersticks on the, Thundersticks got him. Yeah, that's my rhyme. Yeah, you can work your way back, and we're just going to try to keep that as much as possible. Oh, we got one on the inside diver. Oh, he tripped too. Oh boy. Now we got a cluster, boys. So we're gonna have good communication. You know, we joke with B-Team Bob, bad communication. We're gonna have good communication. So I got a jointed scatter wrap on this one, or jointed scatter.
Minnow?
Yeah. We are gonna have a dumpster fire, boys. This is gonna be a dandy.
But it is the good kind of dumpster fire.
Well, you know, good dumpster fires become bad dumpster fires because me and Travis are gonna have a potential issue. We have one on our high rod. We have 4 on. We don't have half the rods in the water. How exciting. I'm out of Travis, I'm out of your way now.
Yep. That fish is wanting to go to the port side.
So now you two guys are gonna have to communicate. How many colors you got?
I'm starting
No,
my...
how many in?
3.
All right.
I'm on my 3rd color of 5.
So we also have really long leaders here. You guys have watched any of our stuff with divers. The longer you go, the better you are, but the harder they are to deal with. So you're going to get to see a real dumpster fire here because I got about an 11-foot leader by myself. Look at that. Look at that. Jointed scatter.
There's number one.
Vulcan death grip, successful mission there. Travis doesn't have his divers in. Do you think that's a demerit? Because I already got mine in and have a fish. What do you, I mean, how are we feeling about that, boys?
Yeah, we got 3 reelers. I think we're okay.
Okay, okay, here we go.
I'm a leader here.
Okay.
I think I successfully cleared Andy's fish.
I'm not so sure. We got on your inside one too, right? Oh, this is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Show me what you're working with. We got a thunderstorm. We can't show them the color. That's a little custom color.
There we go.
How we do what we do. Another jointed scatter. Crazy good bait, especially on the divers. And also, it's kind of like Travis in college had a nose ring.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just switched out. I had a harness on there. Really like running harnesses down here. It's a little more of a pain, makes the boat dirty. But my boat's always dirty, so it just doesn't matter. And we put another scatter jointed out. That thing is just a crazy, a little scatter jointed minnow. When it's on, it's on. And so we had one on. It took 3 bumps and 2 fish in literally just a few minutes. So gotta put one on the other side. We didn't even get a chance to get it out. So gotta check these harnesses because we got some high lines. Remember, watch our Dipsy video, the high angles there. So we got some small fish are in here and you gotta check them, check them. Did it trip? Whoa, Bob! Jesus, Bob! This is why.
Do you want it tripped or do you not want it tripped?
Bug in the mouth. Bug in the mouth. Sorry, I just about had a convulsion, had heart palpitations. I saw B-Team Bob visions in my head where he's like,
Well, you can say what you want, but you're the one bitching about it not being tripped.
I just what I mean is just, you know, I mean, Andy, I mean, Gilligan, did you see?
It's tripped now, isn't it?
You guys, you know, it's just easy on it, because these guys, they're the ones that lose fish, you know. And then I have to drop them with that freighter up there. I have to drop them off. So Travis, we've got an about 11-foot leader on this thing. And so we have to work together.
So what would you like
Teamwork,
me to do?
dream work. I like to do the one-handed grab to help me kind of come. It's a donkey. Oh, that's how you do that.
Good
That's how you do that. That's why I like me them big old willows. I told you I had a little custom one I did for you, a little silver streak, a little special sauce on it.
Like the watermelon blade, didn't it?
Oh, they love the watermelons. Summertime donkey right here. So we got Andy. We gave half a demerit to him for not seeing that one. What he's gonna do is gently pop that. And then we're gonna wait to let that come around.
I noticed when you reel in, like Travis, you're flatter with the rod.
Yeah, I like to keep a little pressure on the rod, but I don't like to load the rod up to where it's really putting extra pressure on the fish, especially with the crankbaits, and I only have one treble in.
You don't want that rod so high when the lead's flying all over, because they use that to work against them. I don't do it exactly like Travis does, but the end result just needs to be the same, that you don't throw that lead around.
I got the board here if you want to reel that, Ross.
So we've
Oh,
got
we got
another
one
one
here,
on
too.
the scatter.
This diver got
We're
hit.
doubled up with scatters. The jointed scatters. Put more out. Just kidding, don't put more out. Don't go over. Don't go overboard. There's a lot going on right now.
We'll get his board and then we'll deal with your fish.
Oh, I think I just lost mine. Oh, no, oh. I am trying really hard because, you know, you really got to pay attention and communicate with everybody in the boat. Like, I don't want to get in Andy's line here. I can get this.
On net.
Well, if you got it, get it. Here we go.
I got to navigate Andy.
Communicate, boys.
First color.
He's in.
All right,
grab
so you
the
go,
other diver.
Yep, you take the other diver.
Gonna trade the spots, Andy.
Really key thing when you guys are home doing this is good chaos, as I like to say, but good chaos becomes bad chaos when you aren't watching and you start dragging other things or you hang up in other lines. So this is where I think a lot of guys go wrong.
I think our other diver's got one on over here too.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing. This is where you hit the old hummingbird and you go, ding, ding, waypoint, dinner's home.
Second color.
Look at this communication.
So I've got a diver on the surface.
Guys at home watching this, I cannot stress enough that this is all about communication. I will absolutely yell at the boys when they're flopping on the surface there, because then I can't do things.
What do you want me back for? I'm not there yet.
Yep, I know, but you're gonna be in the motor and, yep. So you can just take that right across. Because you're not, I don't think you're still tripped.
I'm waiting for him here.
No, but I don't think you're tripped. All right, boys, so again, we're gonna, as we're doing these things, nope, right up. We're gonna slide this other one out. Put that, what was the inside, make it the middle, so we can just save time. This is all about efficiency.
5 feet to the diver. Fish on the surface. Andy got it. Job,
Why
Andy.
you got that 9-foot handle on that Beckman? Because I can't handle a 10. You need them long leaders to get more bites. Ooh-wee. So, Andy, this is a really good, you asked me if he should pop that one, and I said no, and this is a really good example. We would have had 2 pop now, so we're actually gonna take the outside one, take that, we're gonna see where that board's at so we can clear around. Don't pop them to pop them, because now we won't have a tangle, but you gotta make sure you let that one get firmly around there, so.
Got some weight on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, tell him, can you see where we're at for clearing?
Yeah,
you gotta let it go a little more.
Yep.
Travis, can you, the diver over here, can you check that? We got a leader that was kind of whacked out.
High diver, low diver.
No, the one that's laying there.
Ah, I see, yep.
All right, you're good to go, Andy. Let's start cranking. But again, now when you're reeling, Andy, it's your responsibility to watch that one, because it's possible we can get into that and we're not going to be watching because we're going to be doing our own thing. So again, you can find this out the hard way, or you can just trust me and kind of listen. So we're not going to have Travis start reeling that other one yet, because if that pops off and it goes behind, we want to have those colors offset so we don't have both 7 colors in. So we're going to have those lines offset, if that makes sense. So once he gets like 2 or 3 colors in, then we're going to get Travis going, because the chance of tangling is way, way, way less at that point. A lot of weight there. Might hook Dorothy in the cornhole. You never know. Are you shaking it out, dude? Are you shaking it out? Oh my God. No, what, Gilligan? So what we did is we waited till Andy had 2 colors in, so Travis can start, so they're offset so that they have less chance of tangling with each other. Because it's very likely that Travis's board's gonna come off, pop, because there's just a lot of weight going on. But we don't wanna pop that. Don't just pop them to pop them. A lot of times you wanna keep as much separation as you can, because once you pop, you can't stop. right? Yeah, sure. Okay, fine. This is on film too. Andy's requesting an arm shakeout. But you know, we offset those a couple colors and we needed it because Andy either has a bigger one on or it's hooked funky or Gilligan's being a candy ass. All of the above probably. But Travis's is obviously just coming in a lot easier, so.
That's 7th color at the water line. On the surface at the leader.
You're in leader, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay, right, back right. Oh, we got a donkey, people. We got a donkey on the thunder.
Thunder from down under.
We got a thunderstick donkey.
Nice, Andy. Well done.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
And here comes our next contestant.
This one ain't so shabby either. Slow, slow, slow. So it's a good thing you see there, even though that thing's kind of T-boned, it's out in the net. When they come close, that last little thump that they give, and you see that thunderstick is out. But we doubled down, so we are gonna, no rest for the wicked, we're gonna let out these 7s on each side now. Because we got no 7s. Our 5s have not been producing, or the thermocline is really deep. And so we're probably gonna pull those when we get a break in the action. Because they're not deep enough, at least not right now. Boys, cleaning lines. Then we said, let's get some lines out of the water because we're almost there. Double down. Guess what, Travis, what bait do we have on with this fish hooked up?
I'm guessing it's a jointed scatter.
Jointed scatter minnow. Fish USA. Lead core. Deep Junior Thundersticks. I don't know how many I've caught down here through the years, Travis, but if I had to have one thing, this is what it would be. And the 5 colors was okay, but we're getting about 7 feet more. Oh boy.
You got feisty at the end.
I care more about my bait. The fish gets off. I'm used to seeing you do that, but I'm more concerned. I only have so many scatter minnows. You know, they're going to be sold out at Fish USA by the time people see this.
You're clear.
Perfect. Oh, shaking it out again.
Shaking it out.
Arms here. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Teamwork is dream work over here.
Another one in the net.
Out in the net too. Look at that. The divers, in all seriousness, have been absolutely fire right now with the scatter. We're catching some on the harnesses, and normally we do better on the higher settings, meaning like a 3 setting. But we've got both these jointed scatters on the 1.5s, and they are just dialed. But in fairness, you know, I did drop down our 3 settings a little bit deeper to put them approximately the same depth that these 1.5s are running. And then of course we caught a couple quick ones. So sometimes it's not the lure as much as just putting it in the right spot. And when they're head shaking like this thing's boom, 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 slow or no reeling, just keeping her tight is all. We don't want to have a Travis moment. Did I say that?
You did.
Oh. You know, when you don't have Bob here, you know, sometimes somebody has to lose them, and it can't be me, right?
I realize you got to focus your energy somewhere.
Yeah, I do. It's very poor. This is a decent one, boys. It's not a giant, but it's nice. Look at you go. We got that big old 9-foot Beckman rolling dirty.
Another jointed scatter.
Jointed scatter. Look at that. Man, they just like that thing. He's got it all. He's all eaten up with that thing right there.
You said that's a size 9, Ross?
They only make it in one size.
Okay.
In the jointed minnow. Fish? Okay. Andy's calling fish before a board even got on.
Nice.
I think.
Scatter minnow.
I can stop that wherever you want me to stop it. 80 or where were we?
Here, I'll take this. You take the fish on the inside.
Okay.
So one of the reasons I got so many extra Bert's rod holders here on the boat is you need extra hands when this is going on.
I'm at 40 and got the diver on the surface. $20.
Holy diver. All right, Travis, so I'm gonna have you put the rod over the top. Yep.
All right, I can take that.
And as good as this bite is, you know, the longer leaders really do make a difference. And one thing I like to do is I use leader line, real leader line. It's P-line Shinsei 20 pound. You're gonna have a lot less issues. I think it just popped out.
Did it?
You have a lot less issues with it, but honestly, you're gonna catch a lot more fish with that longer leader. Even when things are good, you'd be surprised how many more bites you're gonna get. All right. Woo-wee. Travis,
Yes.
No rest for the wicked. No board. We got the Bert's tube and getting it out of the way, but it got bit.
Got bit.
Scatters are keeping us busy with only 2 in the water.
You get that dude at 80?
I will get that.
How many colors are you at, Andy?
I'm on a 50 at 25 feet.
Oh, you're on a diver.
He's on a scatter.
So I can start slow reel on this dude then.
Yeah.
15 feet.
We don't need no stinking boards.
No boards necessary. I mean, they're like a country mile away anyhow.
Divers here.
Slow and steady here.
Nice.
Scatters. Dude, these are so good. So, you know, Travis, we've been coming down here a long time, even before we knew each other the way we do now. Probably, I've been 25 years. I used to come down here and stay a lot.
Yep.
And the bite has always been pretty good because we haven't seen a boat today, literally, have not seen a boat. And it's one of those deals where, as good as it is and they see all this catching, things still really matter. Like, yes, you could use a different color or do this, you're still gonna catch fish. There's gonna be always things you catch more on. But one thing that I have forever, even way before I was with Rapala, the Storm Thunder Stick, specifically the Deep Junior, has been way better. Now, sometimes if, you know, you can use a little side trick for you, you can use the short model on lead core if you think you're getting too deep, and that'll shorten you up a few feet if you're catching them on one color and then the other one that you think it's a little deeper or whatever. But that Deep Junior, and to me, the deal is, and if you guys are looking for other things, is a pencil thin minnow design, right?
Yeah, it's the profile and size of the rainbow smelt that they're eating. So it's kind of that profile, that search image they have is going to fit exactly in the size range of the bait they're eating.
So again, there are baits that look similar, a little fatter and stuff, not that you won't catch them on it, but the thinner one is way better. And then even the full-size Thunder Stick, you know, we've seen shows with us where we caught them on that. I think it was more of a depth thing because we needed to get deep. We didn't have 7 colors with us then, we had 5, and we didn't have the suffix we were using Fish USA, which gets a little shallower. But the smaller thing is way better. But today, I think this is a new one for everybody in the boat but me. The MVP by far, especially when you consider we only had 2 of them out, is the Scatter it's a J9, but they call it the jointed scatter minnow. This thing on divers at times is just, I mean, you can even run on lead core. Like, we would have really been crazy if we did that, but that one's a really, really good bait. And then when that's working, that's where I look at the original. Now that one's got no rattles in it. It's a floater. It's like an original floater in the really good colors now, but it's got that big scatter lip. And you see those big lips there. It's kind of like what Travis wants to get me when I tell him about losing a fish, a fat lip. And that thing just wobbles all over the place. It just has a totally different action. And ironically, one of the baits that I think I catch as many or anything on, and it didn't do as good today, but part of it was I didn't have them as deep as they needed to be. Our 5 color didn't do nearly as good as the 7 color. We had to really be a deep, but a tandem willow, something like this, little Silver Streak kind of homemade deal there, but Silver Streak blades. Use anything different when you pull some harnesses down here?
No, I think this is pretty much the standard setup, right? Double willow, a little bigger hooks, a little longer leader. Ones
or 1/0s for me personally.
Yeah. And we're running higher speeds, that's why you need the willows, right? If we were going slower, we could use Colorados. But.
Well, and I think these do a good job of duplicating the school of minnows or whatever it is. Yeah, some guys use one big one. If you want to catch some bigger fish, that often can be the thing to do. But the only other thing that we know we didn't put in the water at all, and it's not kind of my favorite thing to do, but spoons. If you wanted to catch a bunch of fish, you could have caught them on spoons. You want to see some of that, check out our other videos that we've had of fishing down here. We had definitely kind of put on a little spoon clinic the day I was by myself with just the cameraman. But dipsy divers, we didn't even get the rigger down. We didn't even get to have that. But again, as good as it was 7 colors compared to 5, probably 3 to 1 or more.
Yeah, although we did get some small ones on the 5 that we didn't reel in right away. So if they were fishing clean the whole time, maybe.
And the same thing too, don't misinterpret your day based on little things. That 80 on the 1.5, again, I hate to tell you these numbers because it's going to be different, or your speed or your current, but just for instance, when I lowered our 3 setting divers down in there, the harnesses they were catching. They were just as good probably, but the scatter just seemed to do a little better size fish, and we definitely caught more on them. But don't misinterpret because you don't have the things at the right depth level. Out here, the temperature, explain a little bit about, for the people that haven't watched the other videos or our stuff before, what exactly the thermocline is, what's going on, and why, even though we're in 70 feet of water right now, to me we have about a 10-foot window where we're going to catch.
Yeah, we're in what I would call an early to mid-summer pattern where the thermocline's set up, so it's a really quick temperature change and density change. You have cold water below the thermocline, you have 81-degree water above the thermocline, and they function as 2 separate water masses. Well, what do walleye like? They like the cold water, right? And so do the smelt.
And cold being what?
So we're in the 50-degree range. We could probably confirm that with the fish hawk, right, that you have. But below that thermocline, it's literally in the 50-degree range. And
30-degree temperature change.
30-degree temperature change. And remember, there's still oxygen down there. We're not late summer. This isn't late August, early September when you might not have any oxygen below that thermocline. We only have low oxygen near shore below the thermocline. We're out here a little farther, deeper water. We have deep, cold water with oxygen below that thermocline.
You know, it's really hard to find good help. You've seen that with Travis losing the donkey. But cameraman said, please let them know that the midges were crawling across the screen just like they are Andy's back, my steering wheel, my birch tree. Look at my birch tree. This is not a rest area for midges, but yet it is.
Even getting them wrapped up in the lead core while we're reeling in the lead core. You can hand me the rod if you want.
So, it has been a heck of a morning. We spent more time driving than we did fishing, which is kind of good, kind of bad. We actually tried to slow it down by not putting all the rods out that we could and everything. Travis, you want to give him one more show on that bait? I mean, honestly, I'm doing you guys a huge solid here. All these other guys, fish tournaments and things, they wouldn't want to tell you this because I don't know anybody using this. Jointed scatter minnow. It's a size 9. I don't know how many we caught on 2 of those today. I put a couple dots on there. That's a little special Ross sauce, but
well, you know,
just straight up catching.
55 feet down, those dots matter.
They, you know, I feel like they do. I like the dots. I put dots on a lot of my stuff. You know, the watermelon. And one of the things that we do too is you know, we use the live well to quick and just get them in there, and then to keep track. We don't intend on releasing anything, but then we take them right up to the big cooler. We use a Lakewood live well bag, so we don't have to touch them 100 times. And we get them on ice and it just makes it a whole lot better for keeping those fish and making sure we don't have more or less than we think we do. No, we're clear, that's fish.
All right, I got it.
Woo-wee.
Good job.
You get that out for me, another thunder stick, little chrome domer. So, you know, this time of year, you guys catching and releasing, these fish are not gonna live both the depth that we're in and the temperature. So I know a lot of guys want to trade up, make their big board look all fancy. You're killing the fish 100%. Travis, like 100% or like 95%?
So 7 colors, right? So we're talking 49 feet down approximately.
50, 55, yep.
Yep, 30 feet's the magic number. When you're catching feet from deeper than 30 feet in the water column, they're experiencing decompression too quick, and they get what's called barotrauma. And their air bladder can fill with air beyond their control, and then their digestive system and stomach can fill up too. So that's when you see something poking out of their throat, or in the worst case scenario, it almost looks like one of those groupers caught from deep water. But those fish have a very low chance of living because of the combination of, we're pulling them up into warm water, what, 82 on the surface for us?
80, 81, 82, yeah.
Yeah, so they're coming out of cold water, they're decompressing, they're coming up to warm water. It's a long reel with these lead core setups. Just a lot of stress at a time and a temperature and a depth they can't handle it. So, you know, fizzing has been tried on fish like that, where you puncture their air bladder with a needle and remove all the gas from the bladder, but it just doesn't work. You tend to damage the air bladder. They actually get negative buoyancy, where they sink to the bottom and can't get up in the water column easily anymore. It's just not a good deal. And they're already so stressed out, all you're really doing is letting them go back down to the bottom to die.
So this is a catch and go home day.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, we got to be good sportsmen. There's a lot of fish out here, but you got to be a good sportsman, and it kind of is what it is.
And you can control that if there are fish up higher, if you can put lures less than 30 feet down and catch them. You know, I've got one on the inside diver there, deep diver.
Oh!
And there's my board. But, you know, if you're able to catch some fish from less than 30 feet deep, even if you're in 70 feet of water, then you have a chance. Then they're not going through barotrauma. It's one less source of stress.
Literally spent more time graphing with the hummingbird to get on some fish here, find a little bit of smelt and kind of temperature break. Middle of nowhere, took literally longer to find them and drive out here than it did to catch them. Andy, what do you think of your first eastern central basin? We're almost to the eastern basin, but not quite.
Definitely a different experience in this deeper water.
A little more winding, huh?
Right, yeah, you better be in shape.
Most of those fish about 50 feet down we caught today.
Right.
40, 50, maybe 55, something like that. You got to have some different gear. Don't be intimidated by it. The big thing out here is as deep as this water is, a lot of guys, walleye guys anyhow, go 70, 80 feet. Oh my God. You know, because salmon fishermen laugh because they're 300, 400, 500 or more or something like that at times. But we realistically have like a 10-foot window, as Travis kind of showed us here, above that thermocline, realistically where most of these fish are going to be. So you can eliminate all the rest of that. And that's why we kind of switched some of the lead core leads to get in there. We were catching them fast enough. We didn't have to do it sooner. But little windows, even though you're in deep water, that's how you're going to catch these fish. Big water fishing. That's what we're doing.